No. Put yourself in that shoe,
Like,
okay? I'm going to call you right now, and you're a customer that Eugene wants to close. So Eugene wants somebody that probably does, let's say, at least I'd say at least $10,000 a year in promotional products for their company.
okay, so that's
So,
what
so
they
you're,
already
let's say
do.
you're that person, okay? So let's just role play through it. You're that person, and you say, I call you up, and you do. Let's say you do. So for $10,000, let's say that you do $1 million worth of revenue a year. Okay, so think of a $1 million a
Okay.
year revenue customer that's spending 1% on their for promotional products of their revenue on your money. Makes sense on your products. Okay, so you put in that just okay. Ready? Here we go. Ring ring. Hello, is Eugene there?
Hi, yes, speaking. What is this about?
Hi, Eugene. I see that you're the owner of the business, and it looks to me like you sell tea products. How do you go about marketing your business?
I usually do social media advertising, I do email marketing, and I generally just I have a marketing team who does all that for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Why?
Okay. So when you sell your product, is your logo printed on the outside of your product?
Currently, yes, absolutely.
Okay, for the tea bags?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Why you
so
ask?
so do you feel like you're already getting a good rate on your products that have your logos printed on
From what I've been able to find, yeah, I would
it?
say so.
All
Why you
right. And
ask?
so would you be open if I could get you a cost savings for the products you list on? Or would you be opening to hear about it?
Can you explain a little more what you're thinking? I mean, I think the rate I'm getting right now is pretty decent. I mean, I'm paying only, 2 cents a bag, and currently, average rates is about that. From what I've been able to find in terms of research.
Okay,
What
that's
do you
awesome. Do
What
you
do you
print on
think?
anything else besides your tea bags?
Currently, that's my main product is the tea bags.
Okay, so when you go to like conventions or shows or that type of thing, you don't print on, let's say, the side of a coffee cup or mug your logo as well?
No, I don't have any coffee cups or anything. Just tea. I like to keep it simple, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I could definitely see that. So right now, just to verify, the only thing that you're currently printing your logo on is the tea bags or the box themselves for the purpose of orders that go, is that online where you're shipping to them, or how do the orders go out?
Um, I do digital, I do wholesale, so I supply grocery stores and chains, as well as small, like locally owned grocery stores in my area, as well as nationally.
Oh, that's
I haven't
awesome.
really
Okay,
gotten
so
international yet, but yeah.
when you promo your product for the first time that it goes in a store, do you set up a little display or does it just be slotted on a shelf?
It usually gets slotted on the shelf, but sometimes, depending on the store, their requirements require me to have, a booth or something like that. And so I send a couple of my employees or some of their staff to, do a mini sampling and test run, see how the product does, so
Gotcha.
that way we can see
That's
how it goes in the store,
that's
right?
awesome. So when you go and you do that, do they provide a table for you, or do you bring your own table and your own cloth skirt?
They usually give me a little table and cloth skirt
I gotcha.
themselves.
And you don't
Yeah, they
have like,
usually provide that for me.
do you have business cards or pamphlets or usage or anything else that you give out besides the tea bag, or do you just do tea bag samples?
Um, I mean, I have business cards and stuff for like when people are like trying to sample. Here's my business card. Call me if you want an order. But primarily because most of my orders are wholesale. I mean, and like bigger orders, I don't really do these days. I mean, I used to do a lot more smaller ones, but um, I still do farmers markets and stuff, and I definitely give a lot of business cards out at those places as well as free samples. And I have
That's
my,
awesome.
my logo on that.
Do
But
you do you package
primarily
your
because of
own
that.
tea bags, or do somebody else co-pack them for you?
I used to, but I have co-packers right now currently doing it for me,
You have
doing the
co-packers that do
stamping
it for
for
you.
me. Yes,
That's,
absolutely.
that's awesome. So, in the event that you could buy a larger quantity and somebody could help cover some of those costs for reduced cost savings of the tea bags, is that something that would interest you?
Potentially, I don't really want to dig into my account too much deeper than I already am. But I mean, you know, penny saved is a penny earned, as I like to say. So, I mean, you never know. You
Okay.
never know. I'm
All
open to
right.
taking a look at
And
least.
does the co-packer that you found pack for other tea bag companies or only for your
I
company?
I believe they do other companies as well, but they're not. They don't really do a lot of others, and I don't think they do a lot of stamping. Normally, they're smaller factories, so they are manufacturers, so they do a lot of smaller packaging in
I see.
general.
I gotcha. How many clients do you think they have besides you? Do you know?
That's the idea. They don't really disclose that.
I definitely could understand. So you send the packaging that you have your logo printed on with the vendors to them along with the products, and then they just co-pack and then they ship it out or they ship it back to you?
Depends on where it's going. If it's going to like a big grocery store, it just goes to the warehouses, the fulfillment warehouses, and then that just gets dispersed to the grocery stores that it's going to. But if um, but if it's a smaller like vent or like something like that, then usually just some of my staff just goes and they do the farmers market or whatever it is, right? I get shipped that directly to my personal warehouse, right?
I got you. Okay. So you're telling me that, to your knowledge, does it take some sort of special equipment to pack these tea bags? I'm looking it up on YouTube right now.
Oh, really, really? Well, that really depends on the quantity. I mean, I've done it by hand, and that's how I started the business.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I see tea bags here on YouTube, how it's made. Pretty interesting. So when you
oh,
started,
really, really?
when you started the business and you went to this co-packer,
Yes.
you didn't look at buy maybe if they pack tea bags. So did you buy special machines for them so they could pack your tea bag stuff?
Oh no, they already had it all set up because I was in a, I was just starting off to the next level, right? So I didn't really have a big what's the word? I didn't have a lot of financial, capital sitting in the bank ready for,
Yeah.
ready for, exposable income in terms of that for the business. So I didn't really have the option to really branch out much. But I mean, I don't know if I could find somewhere cheaper to manufacture it for me for now since I'm scaling and growing. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So if in the event that we could figure out, and I say we because if I'm that co-packer, I'm just thinking to myself, I got these machines, I might as well do other tea bag companies or other brands. In the event that we could increase the volume to them so that they're actually packaging more from utilization points, do you think they'd give you cheaper packing costs too of what they're charging you per bag to pack?
I have no idea if they'd be able to meet minimum fulfillment requirements, but if they would be able to, then maybe.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. So, all right. Well, I think we have a good amount here. It looks like
All
so
right.
on your tea bags that you do, is there a volume that you could share with me just so I could understand a little bit about where I could potentially get you?
Um, so currently that volume, I'm not 100. I'd have to look at the records honestly because I don't really check that much anymore. That's more my management team, right? My
Okay.
board. They manage all that good stuff. But
It,
honestly, good. I could probably check the records, check the books, and see how things are going. I mean, I check
okay.
fairly
Let
regularly,
me
but
just
like
give
I
you a
haven't
rough.
checked in the
Let me
last
just give
month,
you a
right?
rough number to see if it would be worth your time or not. But is your bags clear or white? Your tea bags? Do you know?
Are we talking the pouches or are we talking like the single serve tea bags? Yeah. Like
Well,
a
which one
pouch
do
of
you do both, or do you just do one or the other?
so I guess I'm asking because it's like, well, I'm because I have to get the tea bag individual, like fill the tea,
Yeah,
fill an
sure,
empty
absolutely.
single serve tea bag, and then
And so then when you package
yeah.
them, do you do both, or do you just do one or the other?
Well, I personally don't do any of that anymore. I used to,
Yeah, no,
but I
no, I
used to do
understand. But
both.
when your co-packer does it, do you do one? Do you sell it by a single serve bag, or do you sell it by a package of bags?
I sell it by a pouch of 20 bags, 20 single serve.
A pouch of 20 bags. Okay. And so does the single serve bag cost 2 cents that the tea goes in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the pouch that all those teas go in, what does the pouch cost?
Pouch is sitting roughly at about, I want to say about 50 cents, I want to say.
Okay,
60
50.
cents, maybe.
All right. So right now, a tea bag that you put into your tea, um, on just 1,000 single serve bags a piece, we're at 1.5 cents. But that's if you do 1,000 bags. Assuming since you put 20 in a bag, That would be 50 overpack bags. We could do the overpack bag for 30 cents, it says right now. And I'm just looking here in my system. But here's the thing, right? If we do, let's say we order 50,000, I can drop that by 30%. So if you maybe, let's set up a follow-up call, and if you want to go, get your forms of where you're at, I'd love to chat with you a little bit more about it and see what we could do about getting you some good samples sent out and see, if that makes sense. We would just want you to send over your logo so we could print and we'd go from there. How's that sound?
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's do yeah, let's do another call. I'm curious to see what we can work out.
Awesome.
Not necessarily a yes, but I mean I'm open to looking.
Awesome. I like it. Does Thursday or Friday work better for you?
I would say honestly, probably Friday. I'm pretty busy late afternoon. So
Friday late afternoon. So like 3 o'clock your time?
sure, let's go for that.
Awesome. And I have here on your contact here, it says that you live in Greeley, Colorado. Is that accurate?
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. We'll see you Friday at 3.